What's up, guys? Intellitech Studios here, and we can see we have a nicely dirty carpet because for some reason in my house this carpet gets incredibly dirty after literally just a day. I vacuumed yesterday and even deep cleaned the carpet, and there is still stuff on the floor. Well, there is new stuff on the floor, I should say. But hey, that's a perfect opportunity to test out another machine. So, this is the Hoover WindTunnel High Performance. I've had this machine for a little bit, and it's one where, for some reason, it seems like I'm just not allowed to do videos on it because I tried to do like 3 different repair videos on this machine, and at the time, my phone, my Note 9, which is my main camera still, was resetting in the middle of the video. Like, it would just hard crash and delete all the footage and not save the video. And when I was, an hour and a half into a like in-depth repair tutorial on this machine, it got to the point where I got very frustrated and I eventually just put the machine together off camera, stuck it in the back of the vacuum room and didn't touch it for a while. Until I listed it on Facebook Marketplace and immediately got a sale. So $50 will be in my hands in just a few short days once I send this off to the customer. And obviously, I've already refurbished the whole thing. In the meantime, like all this is all clean and everything. Although the bin did get kind of cloudy, so I'm gonna have to wipe down the inside of that anyways. So since I have to, I might as well do like 1 or 2 videos on it before the deadline hits and get some videos done on this, since this is another machine that is still currently on the market and a lot of people are asking if it's something that you should still buy. You can see filter nice and clean. There's always like one little random hair that'll just stick around, but what are you gonna do? Just jam that back in there. I cleaned out all the cyclones and everything. Everything on this is completely clean. But obviously it's going to get a little bit dirty after I do the 2 videos on it. I'm going to do this living room vacuuming video, and then I'm going to do the full review on it. So, this filter down here, nothing wrong with that. Again, there's always like 2 or 3 little hairs that will just not go away. Again, what are you going to do? I don't know why the camera looks blurry. Let me wipe it off real quick. Just wipe it off with the white t-shirt. I'm really rocking the white t-shirt today. I guess I'm sporting the full critical cosplay. But yeah, so we can see the bottom of this. Brush roll, nice and clean. Obviously it's in the upright mode, so this is going to be a bit loose. Belt's good on it. I had to replace the belt in it because the belt was just trashed. Thankfully, this did not have the issue that the last wind tunnel, well, that was the wind tunnel 3 high performance, which is the same as this machine, but it had the dial to switch between floors and carpets. It's otherwise the exact same machine. And I believe this particular example, this machine's out of production. They now have like literally the exact same machine, but it's silver and it's branded as PET, which this was always a PET vacuum anyways, because it has like the PET tools. So it has this little PET thing, which is like a rubber dusting brush. There's no actual dusting brush on this. And then it has turbo brush with like the weird fins. Haven't tested that out yet. So we're going to try that in preparation for the full review. That doesn't like to clip on there. Then over here we have a telescopic wand, no crevice tool, and no spot where a crevice tool looks like it would fit. So, but again, maybe the crevice tool is missing. Obviously, there's no dusting brush because there's no spot for a dusting brush, because that's where this tool went. So if it is missing a tool, it's just the crevice tool. I haven't actually looked to see what tools it's supposed to come with, but it has all the attachments basically. So, yeah, there is that. And you can see the hose. Obviously, it's a bit cloudy, but it's completely clean. All that was cleaned out. So, we're gonna vacuum the living room with this thing and see how well it does. This handle I'm not very much a fan of, and another reason why I decided to sell this was because, well, it's just very heavy and I'm not going to use it anyways. Yeah, it works on hard floors, that's a nice feature, but I'm not going to use it enough on hard floors to justify that. and the weight is a big problem for me. So yeah, there is that. So we'll go ahead and run this real quick.
Meep.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about this vacuum is it pumps out a lot of heat, which a lot of people don't talk about when reviewing vacuums or even using them. They won't discuss the fact that their vacuum might act as a furnace, which in the wintertime, great. In the summertime, horrible. So, yeah, not very pleasant in that regard. And in fact, I think it pushed my overall, you can hear the air conditioner turning on now. I think it pushed the overall room temperature up by about 2 or 3 degrees just from this short run, which is not very good. But it does work. I mean, there is that. Obviously, I did a somewhat decent job servicing this. So, it has a nice long hose, which I do like. I do want to get the bagged version of this, the WindTunnel Bagged Max. I think that would be a lot better because it wouldn't be as heavy and it would still have the longer hose, cord, telescoping wand, all that stuff. But yeah, so looks like a little face, doesn't it? It's like, Rrr. But yeah, so that's the WindTunnel High Performance. And I didn't even use it on bare floors. I didn't even bother because I don't really care. But yeah, I will use it though and talk about that in the full review, which will likely be the next video because I got to get this thing shipped off. Or I at least got to get the label printed for this off by Friday. And I presumably got to ship it by like Monday. So I'm going to get the review done on it real quick. I've used this enough to know. So even though I usually like do a long span of usage before I do the review, in this case I already know everything about this machine from the times that I used it before, because a friend at the time had one of these. Oh, in fact, this actually is theirs, or at least it was, but they traded it for a my brand new purple Power Force Helix. So because this one needed a good service. See, a little bit got stuck up front. That's not great. But oh, okay. Have a good day. But yeah, so there's another thing. Don't you love this about bagless machines? Is that crap will just get stuck in random places. That's always nice, isn't it? Has a 7 height adjustment, which is nice. That's kind of a callback to the old school Bissells, like the Power Glide Platinum and all that stuff. The clean views. Like that clean view I just had. But yeah, you can see like this is why I don't like clear stuff on plastics, because now I have to clean all this all out again because you can see this, and this looks dirty and gross after just one usage. So, but that's okay. After I do the full review on it, which will be probably the next video, or at least it will be the one I film next, even if it's not the one that I upload next, then I'll be able to just, open the bottom of this, spray this down, open this up, spray it down, clear it out, and it'll look good. So that way the customer doesn't complain about it looking grody. Yep, nothing on that filter, so I won't have to wash the filter or nothing. That turbo tool is kind of weird, but I mean, I guess it's nice to have. Of course, the few bits of hair that I had on that chair were, yeah, this isn't, not very confidence expiring. Like, this is very loose. Just doesn't feel the best. It's just too bulky, and it has, like, this almost feels sturdy. But, like, that feels sturdier, and this was like $50, and this is $150, so better than this, though, so there is that. But yeah, so that's the living room vacuuming with this, and as far as, yeah, it's too heavy for something like this. I wouldn't use this as a daily driver personally, but obviously if you're not sensitive to heavy machines, then sure, you could get away with it. I still think that, you're better off overall just getting the $100 Elite Rewind Plus instead. And, like, if you want a corded machine to use on your floors, just get one of those $20, $30 stick vacs for your kitchen and your bathroom. And then just have that be that. And you would still save more money than this. But that's just my thoughts. Or you could, but I do like having the brush roll shut off. So I do want to get the Tempo and the WindTunnel Max. to try those. I actually would like the Tempo more because I actually don't like these really wide cleaning paths anymore, because, and maybe it's just like with how small my living room is, but I much prefer like a shorter base like this that can get into places easier. So again, another reason why I want the Tempo, and the Tempo is the same price as this. They're both about 150 bucks usually. So the max equivalent of the bagged equivalent of this is like $50 more, but I still think it's worth spending that 50 bucks to get a bagged one. Or just getting the Tempo for the same price as this. You still get the brush wheel shut off. You actually gain a headlight. Same cord, basically the same attachments, even though they're slightly different attachments, the same quality of attachments. And what the hell is going on? Ruby, why are your children screaming, and why are you chewing on face cleaning pads? I'll be right back. Anyways, so that's the full living room vacuuming with the WindTunnel High Performance. Full review will be coming soon. If you have any questions you want me to answer in the full review, drop them in the comments. And if I see it before I actually start filming the review, then I'll be sure to answer those questions in the full review. Anyways, this is Teletech Studios signing out. See you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.